Hi, if you want to subscribe to my channel, all you need to do is press the subscribe button. And if you want to get notifications about when my next video comes out, just press that little bell on the side of the subscribe button. And you'll be the very first person to get the notifications when my videos are out. Hi, this is Creative Crafts and I'm Kathy. Today's tip of the day is, what do you do with old wine bottles? Well, all the tips that I add onto my YouTube pages that I do every day, I get a lot of the ideas from YouTube, from the people. They're not my ideas, but I decided to make a video on what you can do on these ideas that I find. And most of the videos I always talk. I always explain. And this is what I see that's lacking out there, is people not really talking and explaining. There are a few people out there that do that. But there's a huge amount of people who all you hear is music and people moving around with their hands and pointing to what they have to do. And they're great stuff that they do, but I think there's a lot of basic information missing. How much glue do you use? What mistakes you can make? And I always make my videos day by day. I don't make them ahead of time. I make them on the same day that I post them out. And the mistakes I make, I also keep on my videos so people can see what mistakes you can make. So that, like I said on my last video, so that you don't make any of these mistakes and your product or job or your craft ideas come out perfect. So today is, what do we do with bottles? And let's see. So I decided not to paint with the spray paint today. So I'm just going to use normal acrylic paint. Can use that too. I'm using the sponge technique. I took a sponge. You don't need to go out and buy these paintbrushes with the sponges on them. You don't want to spend all that money. You can buy a huge package of cheap sponges. You can buy them on Amazon too. They're very cheap. You can buy a pack of 25 for probably less than $10. Cut it. I cut a piece off and I made a small piece. And what you want to do, if you ever want to make stencils or make a I don't know what you call it, an imprint, you can make shapes out of these. You can make a heart shape on it and then put it on the bottle. That's another idea, but that's another tip of the day. It's not for today. So you take the sponge, put it in the paint, and like you see here, you see the little air pockets? They probably will go out as soon as it starts drying, and you just go like this, because I want to have this kind of effect on the bottle instead. I didn't want to have a smooth one, so I said let me do this. Come on, I know you have a lot of paint inside there left. So I want to paint 2 bottles blue and 2 bottles white. So the first will be this one. And what's so good about these, they're disposable. You can wash them and wash the paint out, but it'll be very difficult. So, but you can just throw it away when you're done. Or you can just cut off that piece that you see that it's no color on it. I just put some color on it. Cut that piece off and you can still use it until you go all the way down. So let's get this done. I mean, you don't have to go so fast. If you don't like all the bubbles in it, I suggest that you go around and try to pop them. But it looks nice like this, I think, if you can actually see it. I'll take a close-up later. And you can, when you're done with this, you can put anything you want on it, ideas. You can look and see, oh, which one do I want to put it in? Then you just put an idea, oh, this is, maybe I should do this, maybe I should do that. try to keep it as the same method. Don't, you know, go like this and then go like this, because it won't look good. Just keep the same painting method. I suggest not this, because the bottle wouldn't look nice anyway. This is the best way to do it. And then I'm going to wait until it dries. Good thing about bottles, stick your finger in it and you can turn around that way. Paint it all the way up to the top. Decided to do the whole top, took the sponge and just went on top of it like this. So now we're going to use white. I'll stick this on the side and get my white paint. Hopefully I have enough. Need to get more. I'll just stick some on here. You can use that over if I want, but so take the bottle. I always do the bottom first. Doesn't matter if you get down here all goofed up, it's okay. If you want, you can always wait till later. Just go all the way around so that you can put the bottle down. And then go around. Most likely you're going to need to go through this twice with the white. Probably the blue not. It's still fine. It's starting to dry and it looks fine. So. And when you're done, if you want to have it a matte, then leave it as it is. But if you want to have a glossy effect to it, then I suggest you to get, they have this paint you can buy, spray paint, that gives paintings, to protect the paintings. It's like a varnish that you spray on top of the paintings. I will post that below the video with everything else that I use here, where you can get it. So, and I suggest you can do that if you want to have it a glossy. Or you just buy, like I said, you use spray paint. I have glossy spray paint, but I decided to do this instead. As you can see, I'm sure you can see it. It's not really looking... You can still kind of see the bottle, so I'm gonna need to use a second coat. great. I do suggest that all the bottles that you use, I suggest that you go twice over it. And do not put too much paint on it. You don't want it to cut up. Like here, if you go like this, I don't know if you see this mess here, don't leave it like that. Make it thin. A thin layer. You want it to all be even. Like I said, don't rush. Take your time doing it. Don't have to rush. These bottles that I'm doing and showing you how to do it, you probably could buy them. You're probably going to spend a lot of money on them. And you could say I spent right now maybe $3 right now just for the paint. The bottles I already had. I collect them from all my neighbors. So I have all kinds of other different bottles. Different shape ones. I'll make a tutorial on ones that I'm going to make for my kitchen. It's going to be red with white. But right now, this one's going to be blue and white to go into my entrance hall. So, I have a huge entrance hall, so. Funny thing, I live in Germany, and most of the apartments are really tiny, and I was lucky enough to find one that had actually 3 good-sized bedrooms and 1.5 baths. Huge entrance hall. You can actually make it into a dining room. I had done that twice already. Decided not to do that now that family is smaller. Kids are all have their own families now. So now I did this one. And now you gotta wait for the next step. So now it's time to put the second coat. Put my fingers in there correctly. That's why it's not on correct. That's better. So this is what it looks like with one coat dried. I think I like that. I hope the second coat looks just like this. I like the way it looks. You know, with all the wrigglies in it. The marks. And then I already did the blue. Twice. Now we're gonna do the white. Get closer. So like I said before, you start from here first. I like the way that looks. I just hope it stays like that. Looks nice. Once you paint it about up to here all around, then you can put it down on the paper and go around that way. Like I said, make sure you don't put too much paint in it, because it can crack. So we don't want to do that. So if you think you have too much paint on it, go all around. I mean, the white may need 3 coats. We don't know. is dried. This is one of the decorations I will be doing. So not all the bottles are the same. When you do this, you got to be careful how you do this. Where the tape is, you put too much paint, it'll go down the sides and you don't want that. You just want it to go exactly how you want it. Where you have the tape. Don't put too much paint. Like I said, do it gently and slowly. Try not to go over to the other side because I just want the middle. You can make any other design you want. You don't have to do the one I'm doing. Doesn't have to be the same. So I'm going to have to paint this twice. But this is one of the bottles. What you could do, put another color on it. First paint it the color you want. Then put the tape around it to what design. You can put straight, arrows, crisscrosses, zigzags, hearts. You can do whatever you want. First put tape. Or like I told you before, you can make a form, a stencil on the sponge here. Use a very small artist knife, which you can cut it small. Be careful so you don't cut yourself, and make whatever designs you want, and you can do that with no problem. That's one of the designs that I'll have. I'm still not done. For the next bottle, what I'm going to do now is pour some of the, it's not paint, it's glue. And you put glue on the bottle for this rope that I bought. It's a plastic one, so I'm not sure if it'll work. I'm hoping that it does. We have to be fast because this glue dries real fast. So, don't want to get blue paint on it. And then you start here at the bottom. do something like this. And then I'll have a design up here and then up here too, some kind of other decorations on it to match my entrance hall. And I will do that to every bottle, not this, but different things, methods. And then you will see what I'm talking about. So, this is the finished product. The letters I spelt with wood. Pieces of wood I found outside from trees that fell down from a storm we had. Cut them off. This is just a little decoration idea. Like this. I bought these little wood pieces, all shapes. They came with little rabbits. It was an Easter package. But I don't want to put that on there. That's my Easter project. And the M, same thing. Wood. Did that too. And with the E, I did that. And then I put the cord around it. This cord here. Glued it around it. And then basic ribbon. Paid 49 cents for the roll. And that's it. I mean, you could do anything you want. Any ideas, any colors. For the O, you can use flowers. I mean, be creative. That's what this channel is all about. How to be creative. You use your own thinking and how you want to do it. You make your design. Don't copy from other people what they do or how they do it. You need to make your own design. You know, your own creativity. What you feel and what you like and what you want in your home. You know, and then you can say, yes, that's mine. That's my idea. And this is what I'm talking about. This is my idea. You can copy it, no problem. But I just wanted to let you know how easy it is to take old bottles and exchange them into something beautiful for your home. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please write any comments, or if you have any questions, I would love to hear from you. And subscribe.